Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this gorga day? It is a delightful, stunning, gorgeous day. The microphone is too hot. How are you guys doing this gorgeous day? So today's video, we are going to be testing out some overhyped new AF makeup, but it's actually going to be all drugstore. I pulled this little canasto, this little pinchy basket. You know what's funny? This little basket, Laura got me this little basket for Valentine's. We like a Galentine's, and she got me this basket and she put little goodies in it, but I keep using it for other things. But I have just so much shit in here that I've been piling up, and it's all like drugstore stuff. I just got these in the mail, these new Morphe like drops. We have these like little droppers, which actually look really, really cute. These Hot Shot Sun Drops, Blush Drops. We got the Rick and Morty Shelgam collection, which is so fiercely cute. I can't even handle it. We got a lot of stuff up in here. So we're going to be just doing a testing new makeup video. I love doing videos like this just to kind of see first impressions of what could be good, what could be flops, what's sickening, what's not sickening. But yeah, that's what the video is going to be. As always, if you guys don't like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't watch it. You'll enjoy with that. But if you guys do like this video, if you guys like Love Island, USA, if you guys like the gays.
This is the Met Gala, after all.
Gala. Met Gala.
Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. But yeah, let's get started on today's video. Alright, so let's get started. Also, can we just talk about this sponge? Look how big it is. The Shelgam Rick and Morty. I actually did a TikTok on this collection because I worked with Shelgam to talk about it in a TikTok, just doing an unboxing. And I was actually literally blown away with how well done. This is not sponsored, by the way, but with how well done they did that collection. I don't think I've ever seen a better cartoon collab than Shelgam x Rick and Morty. You guys should look up the whole collection. It was literally fucking crazy. Like, look at the setting spray. A Pickle Rick setting spray.
I'm Pickle Rick!
The palette, the sponge, even the powder. Look at this powder. One way it looks like normal, right? Other way, evil. So we're definitely gonna play with some of those. But let's go and start off with our skin first. Okay, so we have two things I want to test out. This is the new Milani Conceal and Perfect Sun-Kissed Liquid Bronzing Drops. But not only did Milani come out with bronzing drops, we have Morphe that just launched bronzing drops. Morphe just launched some too. I was like, whoa! It's literally bronzing drops battle, because I swear to God, once one thing goes viral, all the brands want to jump on that one thing. We're gonna do one side Morphe, one side Milani, and see the difference. We're gonna take the Milani first. I'm taking the shade Light, by the way. And so what you like to do with bronzing drops, you mix them in with moisturizer. So I'm taking a little bit of moisturizer. This one is Charlotte Tilbury. We're gonna mix these bad boys up, and we're gonna see how it's going on. I can definitely see a little bit of color added, not a lot actually. This one's a little bit lighter coverage, lighter than I was expecting. I mean, it's a shade Light. I'm not super surprised it's shade Light. But usually, even with shades like Light, you would see a good amount of bronzing in it, especially with the amount that I used. You can see a little bit, but not that much. That one's definitely a more natural one, for sure. Let's try the Morphe one. This is, okay, we have two shades I'm gonna try. We have Bronze Bombshell and Money Honey. Let's do Money Honey. That's the lighter one, and I'm quite fair. Bro, are these like literally the same shades? I'm just gonna see. Hold on. Milani and Morphe. They're close. One's just more golden. Let's try Morphe on the right side and see what Morphe's giving. There's so much more sheen on this side. There's a lot of shimmer in the Milani one, like halo. I think maybe even for me a little bit too much shimmers in that one. I don't know, but it's like kind of fierce. Okay, so we have a lot more pigment from what we're seeing in the Morphe side. See, the thing is, I like the more pigment because you can dilute it. So I'm gonna have to give this one to Morphe. No, I just like that it looks more pigmented on this side, and I used similar amounts of both products. So just like sometimes these are such a bitch to blend in though, low key. I like to use bronzing drops with SPF. I'm just gonna put it everywhere now because it's now we know the sides that we like. So I'm putting it everywhere. Everyone shut up. They both leave you with like a sheen. So just know that like when you're doing bronzing drops, they always have like a little bit of gold glimmer inside them. Honestly, I like them both. I really do. I just think that the pigmentation is better with the Morphe one. And the thing is, the Morphe shade range is better. There's a lot more shades with the Morphe bronzing drops, whereas with the Milani one, I think there's only 3. there's like at least 6 or 7 with Morphe's, and there's only 3 with Milani. So I think you're gonna find better luck shade-wise with Morphe's for sure. But let's go ahead and use some foundation. I don't actually have any like new foundation from the drugstore that I want to try, but I have used this once and I want to use it again. This is the Soft Glam Foundation by e.l.f. The buildable lasting coverage with 1% hydrating hibiscus, and then the sponge. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on. This is too big. Oh shit. Oh my god, because I'm so bronzy right now, this foundation's not gonna match me. The e.l.f. one that I have tried before, this foundation, is so lovely and so pretty. I'm really impressed with the foundation. They did not play with Miss Soft Glam's hand finish. They really didn't. Oops. The way I reverted back to my original color, I was bronze. I was. For a second, I was very bronzy and I was living the bronze fantasy. Okay, guys, let's have a moment real quick. Who here is watching Love Island? I am playing with y'all. Who's watching Love Island? I just watched last night's episode. I'm fully caught up. Well, by the time this is going live, I will not have been caught up. But from what I just saw right now, it was the movie night part 1. And bitch, tell me why that's some of the hardest TV to ever watch. I was cringing so hard at so many spots. Like, I was literally cringed out. Like, them trying to make me hate Leah. I can't hate her. I'll never hate her. I'll never hate Leah and Serena. Sorry. Trying to make me feel sorry for Rob. I don't feel sorry for Rob. Aaron's bitch ass obsessed with Rob. Like, no. God, Love Island's so good. I've never watched Love Island before. This is the first time I ever watched it. And, like, honestly, I'm literally addicted. Because I'm so white now, why don't we take the dark bronzing drops, like the darker of the 2 Morphe ones, and just make that our bronzer? I think I'm going to try that. Can I get away with that? Oh, that's absolutely lovely. It's just like really pretty liquid bronzer. The formula itself is really nice because it's really lightweight and it gives me like a really natural finish in a way. Like it has like this radiance to it, which gives off skin-like vibes. You guys ate that. You guys like literally ate that. Don't get crazy though, because you can go muddy. Okay, you guys, honestly, I have so many blushes to use. I don't even know what to do. Like, I have the new ColourPop like liquid blushes. We have new, you know what, I might actually use this as well. I'm gonna use this in tandem with the blush. Okay. So we have Milani Cheek Kiss Blush Stick. This is inspired by Luminoso, which is like their most popular blush. So I'm like, okay, we could use this because it literally kind of looks like Orgasm from NARS. And we have Morphe ones, these little blush drops. I'm like, bro, I can only use so many blush. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. I literally know. Okay, we're gonna use, on one side, we're gonna use Morphe blushes. And we're gonna place on the skin. Oh, it's really, really runny and liquidy. I don't know if I like that consistency. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. These are really pretty. We're gonna do some layering. That on its own looks really nice, but is it picking up the foundation? Let's find out. It's not that it's picking it up bad, but there's a little bit of pickup. There definitely is. I always worry with these sometimes because usually when it's like really, really runny, thin liquid, they can break apart your base. So there's a little breaking. Not bad. Not bad at all. But there's just like a little bit where I can notice it. Let's do ColourPop on the other side and see what it's giving. Oh, shit. Okay, I like this formula more just immediately because it's a little bit more thick. Oh, the finish is like really almost glowy. All right. It's hella glowy. Oh, bitch. It's almost wet. Like this one's almost wet looking. The gels always get me together, and not in a good way. But I'm gonna go over it with these new Maybelline, these little blushes. I'm gonna take the shade, what are you? Blazing. I'm gonna take the shade Blazing because it's like a really pretty, soft baby doll pink, and I might just use that as like a little topper because these are really sheer actually. The way we're just experimenting today, this is also like really, really lightweight. My base is going away. Can you guys see like that my shit is disappearing? I mean, I do keep layering though. I do keep layering. I'm fucking myself. It's been fun. I gotta go. Maybe if I layer some cream on top of this, it'll like kind of bring me back like a base layer. I thought wrong. So now that my cheek is absolutely fucked and I have blush blindness, I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to reset. I do. Sadly, I'm depressed as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna reset the cheeks. Tear. I'm bringing in the big guns, okay? We're bringing in the big guns here. We're bringing Tear into the situation. I'm gonna have to reset that cheek because it's a little fucked. Yeah. I had to bring out the big guns, dude. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna literally stick to one blush on each side and we're calling it. And we're fucking calling it. We're not going crazy. We're just gonna call it. I'm gonna go Morphe on one side. We're gonna do like this orangey peach one. And this time I have more faith that the cheek will stand true and hold together. It's the gelatinous formula. They really scare me. Okay, it really scares me. It's too wet. It's too jelly. This can't be. This can't be. Reset. Honestly, I think the Morphe ones are just not really for me when it comes to the consistency. They're too jelly. They might actually be more meant to be mixed with something, but on their own, I just think they're too wet and too gelatinous, and that's not good for me personally. I'm gonna go in now with this and see if we're gonna be saved or are we gonna be destroyed. I'm gonna go directly in with the Milani with a brush. Oh, see, that already in itself is just absolutely divine, and it's not picking up my foundation whatsoever. That Luminoso, you guys, honestly, Luminoso is like low-key a dupe for NARS Orgasm. It has that, it's a little bit different, like in a way of like the peachy undertone. It's a little bit more strong in the peach vibes, but still, it's so similar that you can like absolutely get away with it being like a dupe. You know what I mean? And that looks really stunning. We got there. You guys, my cheeks are not doing well. At this point, I actually don't know what to do. It probably was just a combination of like adding another foundation layer to take away from the last one, but what can you do? At the end of the day, the foundation is slightly breaking apart on my cheeks, but hey, Doug life. I will say the Milani one has a nice consistency because it is a cream. I do enjoy more of a cream vibe than the liquids. The Morphe ones, I just feel like they're too jelly for me. I feel like they break up the foundation too much. I just don't love that. The Maybelline ones are also extremely wet and jelly feeling and gelatinous. ColourPop, I'm gonna have to use ColourPop again because I don't feel like it's as wet as the other ones, and I do think that there's hope with ColourPops. I'm gonna use it again. Not right now. Not right now. I'm adding a little cream bronzer to see if that helps like kind of dilute the situation and make it a little bit more natural, I suppose. I'm gonna put some concealer on really quickly. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna use some powder together. So I put some concealer on. This is where we're at. The concealer helped because it helped disguise the blush. The blush needs to be... Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little shelgam Rebuild a Morty setting powder. I don't actually think this is gonna work well underneath the eyes because it's like this kind of pressed powder, but it is really smooth and really silky, so there is definitely hope, but I assume it's more for like the face. I'm gonna try it under the eyes anyway, just for the sake of trying. Oh, it's white. Oh, that shit white, huh? I will say it's very blurring. If you like a bright under eye, and you don't mind some white setting powder because it is extremely white. Oh my god. This is for you because it does do a good job at mattifying your skin. So I don't think it's actually meant to be packed on like that. Let me try it with a larger, more fluffy brush. For example, let's take a large fluffy brush, put it on the forehead and see what it's giving. And this is why I feel like it's meant for the face and not necessarily for like the under eyes, because there's still a light cast of whiteness, but not a ton. It's just like a light There's a cast. Okay, yeah, let's go Lorelei x MannyMua. Let's go there. We need a large fluffy brush because it does have a lot of pigment to it, so you do have to be careful with it. It is white. It's essentially a white powder, but with coverage. So it's a medium coverage white powder. If you're in the market for that, here we are. I will not lie, the actual powder itself is absolute slay, but it's the cast. Like if you don't want a cast, or you don't want a bright under eye, I don't think it's gonna be for you necessarily. I'm actually gonna take a normal foundation powder that I have, and I'm just gonna sweep that on my skin because it's actually like my color. It's like my color. Okay, let's move on to bronzer, guys. We have this Lottie London bronzer. This is the Sun-Kissed Coconut Scented Bronzer in Suncatcher. This is the only one I received, so I don't know if there's a lighter shade or darker shade. This one does look a little bit dark. Why do I feel like it's like a dupe for the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, even though that's a drugstore brand, so maybe it's not. But the smell, oh, it's like giving beach. It's actually giving fiercely. Honestly, I think it's a little bit too dark for me, actually. I do think it's a little bit too dark for me, but if you do a light hand, it actually looks really nice because it diffuses so beautiful. Oh, bitch. This is gonna bring us back right here. I went a little crazy there. But I feel like that side's a little bit more like, oh, okay. Like, I see where she's coming. No product on this. I'm literally just lightly buffing the powders. We're working overtime today, huh? Let me put some blush on because obviously all that powdering has made my blush literally disappear. And then we'll go in with some highlighters. Let's take a little nude prism. Why don't we go in the more orange territory? Why don't we go in the orangey realm? Because that's what I feel like we were doing. Oh, fuck it. We're gonna mix all four? Okay, fuck me. Yup. I feel like we're becoming savable here. Okay, I think we're getting savable. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Pickle Rick setting spray. This I love. This is my favorite part of the Rick and Morty collection. I'm literally obsessed with this. I've used it so many times since, but I want to miss my face. I literally live. I love the way that this smells. I love the way this goes on. Like, I love the mister. Everything about it, truly, I'm obsessed. Okay, guys, so what I want to do is I want to go in with some highlighters. So we got these little highlighters from Sheet Glam. They came out with one of these in like an Alien Connect collection, and it was so freaking cute, and I actually was obsessed with them, but they had these little glow highlighters, and I thought, oh my god, we should totally play with the more neutral shades because they launched neutral toned shades that I'm like, oh, bitch. They feel so fucking creepy. Oh, I think I'm going to go with the more golden one. Even though they both feel absolutely incredible, and the reflection is nice. Like, they're like a... They have to be baked. This is one of the brushes I got from Five Below. Oh, these are really intense. Like, these are really reflective, really intense. This is something fierce. That might be the best thing of the video, actually. That might be our number one. Let's do eyes. Let's go and do eyes now. I'm going to go in with the Rick and Morty Sheet Glam palette. This one right here. It's just like a fun color story. I just want to go in with a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know? I want to go, okay, so I want to go in with these mattes, but also I got this product from Lottie. Tell me this is not giving you diamond highlighter from like Makeup by Mario and Fenty Beauty. Like, I really am intrigued by this. So I want to go in with it and see what it's giving. Is it giving that same thing? Really soft. Honestly, it is kind of giving that same thing. It's a completely sheer product. So they really said we're coming for Makeup by Mario and Rihanna. All right, you want to talk about mothers?
You want to talk about mothers?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna do my brows, prime my lids, and then we'll do some eyeshadow, and then we'll do lip. How did my brows get here? To this sharp, carved out brow. How did we get here? I'm literally giving 2016 down. Look at the highlight. Look at the bronzer. Look at the brow. Like, I'm giving you 2016 diva. Okay, let's move on to the palette. This is the Rick and Morty palette, like I was saying. I want to go in with the more matte tones. The color story, I do like it because it is like, I feel like it really fits with the show, like what it entails. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I could do several looks with it. But I do, from my own neutral brain, want more neutrals in it because I'm a neutral girl. I just live in a neutral world. But I'm going with Miss Unity. Oh my god, you guys, they're so soft. Unity is this like really pretty lilac kind of tone. It's super pale. It's like a pale lilac. But honestly, for being a pale lilac and it actually showing up is pretty crazy. That's actually pretty crazy. I feel like I actually want to go into like this lilac territory, which is funny because literally my face is so warm toned. But this is a cool tone palette, as you can see. Like, the palette itself is extremely cool tone. So we weren't going to be going warm anyway. I actually really like Sheet Glam shadows because they work really well. Like, they're just easy. There is an easy, like, shade to use, just shades in general. King Jellybean right here. We're going to pack down the lid and see how that's giving. Oh, I like that. It's like an eggplanty plum. But it has like a really nice pinky undertone too. I was thinking about doing this on the lid and then doing that Lottie shade on the lid to give it like a little bit of a glow, like a little bit of a kiss. Oh my god, it's giving xenon. It's giving zoom, zoom, zoom. Everybody go boom, boom. So now we're going to combine the two. And we're going to marry the night. Do you know what I just realized? Because I set the lids, they were powdered. So how are these shadows going to stick to my lid when they're already set? That's the real question. Like, obviously, there's like the tint is there and it's still purple. But it's not as pigmented as it was if I had just left it unset. Maybe I'll reapply the concealer and then do it that way just so that the pigmentation actually sticks. Let's see. I'm curious because I feel like it's not going to stick. Okay, let's just see the difference. Let's just see the difference. Yeah, you need a wet base for these shades so they can actually adhere because look at that. That's what we needed. I was talking about it on my TikTok when I was unboxing this collection, how I've never seen the full Rick and Morty show. I've only seen like a few episodes, but I'm intrigued. Should I watch more? Like, is it a show you guys are like really into? Do you guys like the show? Do you think it would be worth watching like the entire thing? Like, what do you guys think? Oh girl, yes, even like the Unity shade is sticking so well, even more. Let's look at the two sides, divas. Use it on wet skin. Let me do a little bit of Lottie. I'm just gonna like put a sprinkle of it just to give me a little galaxy, because I kind of wanted this I had like a fantasy in my head that was gonna give me this galaxy eye. Yup. Okay, I'll be right back. This feels so pretty, like editorial stunning. There's a softness to it, but it's also bold. I don't know what I can't explain. It's soft, but bold at the same time. And I think it's so fucking stunning. And I love how this eye turned out. I'm not even kidding. So why don't we move on to mascara? We have two mascaras I want to try. We have the new CoverGirl Eye Enhancer. This is not waterproof, so I don't have as much faith. I bet it's really nice. I just don't have as much faith in keeping the curl up. And then we have this new Milani Anti-Gravity waterproof. So I think I'm gonna do one on each eye just to see the difference. Let me curl the lash. So let's go in. Let's go in with CoverGirl on the right side and see what it's giving. Let's look. I love a curved wand. I always feel like there's always like, it's always giving me like a little bit more of a lift. It gives me more lift. Great at coating, great at lengthening, great at separating. However, I already feel like it's going to start falling, but it looks so pretty right now. Okay, well, honestly, if you don't have lashes like mine that literally just don't want to work with you, I think that you would really enjoy this because I think it looks so nice. I just now need them to come out with a waterproof version. Because I think I would really, really like it because it's already kind of fallen on my right side and it's so frustrating. Now let's do Milani on the left side. Coating really nicely as well, I love. Also, this one is a drier formula. It's not like super wet whatsoever. It's actually really dry and I like the dryness. It's almost like glue. It's like such a dry, gluey formula, if that makes any sense. That one looks really good. See how that one, like, there's more separation. This one I feel like has more like thickness. I will say I'm a little surprised that even though it's waterproof on my left side, it's kind of falling. Whenever I'm using waterproof, like that seldomly happens. So the fact that this one actually is falling for a waterproof mascara is a little bit actually crazy. Where did it go? It literally just sank. For waterproof? And it's saying anti-gravity? Let me tell you something. Gravity got you, gal. All right, let's move on to lips. So Milani is continuing on their Luminoso fantasy, and they actually came out with the Luminoso lip oil. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to try this out and see what it looks like. I'm going to put a little lip liner on first. Why don't we do a little Jaclyn Cosmetics Toasty? Jaclyn had fierce lip liners. And then we're going to do Miss Milani. Oh, there's like a really intense, like, almost like glitter sheen to them. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like fruit. Mango peach, like a mango peach maybe? You know what? There's a little peach on this, so maybe it's like a peach. It's like a mango peach to me. The way my makeup is so incohesive, like it's not cohesive at all. My like face is really warm. My eyes are super cool. My lips are warm. It is all over the place. This video was actually a journey through time and space, and you guys have to admit that. You guys have to admit. There was bangers, obviously, but there was like things that I was literally like, I can't even use this, bitch. The book. Like, I'm gonna have to revisit some of them for sure. Especially when it comes to like the blushes territory, I'm gonna have to revisit them because if you guys have tried any of those blushes, which ones did you like? Did you like any of them? Did you enjoy them? Like, I'm gonna go back and visit them 1000%, but they were breaking up my face so bad. Like, maybe it was like the foundation combined with, you know, the moisturizer. It could have just been so many things, the break-aparts. Like, it could have been, but the weird thing is that usually if I use that Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer, like it won't break apart my base at all. I'll just use it as a moisturizer and primer. But maybe mixing it with the bronzing drops did something to it. It was weird. But anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys had fun watching it. I had so much fun making it. I think everything turned out really pretty once we got here. I think we got to a good spot. I felt like it was a journey to get here. It was scary, but there was a lot of good products. There was a lot of really sickening products. Should we go in and see our tops? Should we look at our tops? Okay, I would have to say the tops for me would be the highlighters from SheGlam. I'm not kidding you. This could literally be a dupe for like, I don't even know, like those MAC mineralized skin finishes that are like really intensely baked from Italy. Like, they're that level of good when it comes to like a baked product. They're sickening. I really like the Morphe bronzing drops a lot. I think they're really, really nice. I love the pigmentation to them. I love the finish of them. I thought they looked really, really nice and just truly just in general really fucking good. And I also really like the Lottie London dupe for that like diamond vibes. Like, you can obviously, I'm assuming this is supposed to be used on the face because it's literally called a diamond illuminating highlighter. So it's probably meant for like this section right here to give you an extra boom boom pow, as will.i.am might say. It's like a boom boom pow, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but you can see the reflect. No, we're gonna use it on the eyes. Don't do as I do, just, you know, listen to the words I'm saying, because if you guys get in your eyes and something happens, it's not my fault. It's called discretion. So I'll use it on my eyes, you do whatever the fuck you want. I just realized this is called the Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter, so it has to, oh my god, it's a cream. But it's such a hard cream, I didn't even know it was a cream. Okay, well, why is there fallout then, bitch? Why's there fallout? Obviously, top of the video, like I would say this is like my number one, the Pickle Rick. Like I've already used that though, that's incredible. But yeah, you guys, that's it for today's video. I'm glad that we got here. That highlighter, I haven't had a highlighter like that since 2016, bitch. This is giving old school. But anyways, you guys, have a great rest of the night or day, wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, I love you. I'm so sorry. Show me to me, Rachel. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. You guys, I think it's actually, I honestly, I think that if I was a drag queen, I think my drag name would be Blush Blindness. And what a fierce name it would be. All right.